welcome to the Fall Off Podcast.
We talk about music, movies, mostly anything to do with entertainment.
We'll even talk about conspiracy theories here and there.
So sit back and enjoy the Fall Off Podcast. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone.
Today we are looking at video games that are supposed to release this year, since there are a bunch.
There have been a bunch, but we only chose 8 of the games that are planned to be released because if we talked about all of them, this podcast would be over like 4 days or something.
Yeah, it probably would.
We all have specific games on here. For 3 of them, Tayt and Cruz will talk about it separately. And I have 2 of the games because I just chose the last 2. All right, so Tayt, since your game is first up, what is it?
None of y'all probably know this game, and it's probably more or less an out-of-the-American game. Gears of War E-Day is a really good game, and I really think it's really interesting because for one, it was the top 2 Kickstarters for Xbox's survival. Because back in the early 2000s, Xbox was like basically bankrupt, and they needed games, right? So what they released was Halo 1, obviously. Halo Combat Evolved, really good game, renowned for its masterpiece-like abilities, and brought Xbox to
Still extremely popular.
Yeah,
still really popular.
Still pretty popular.
So, and another game that actually helped them out, but both equaled out to a sale of 1 billion credits, was Gears of War 1. Both those games had revolutionary graphics, revolutionary combat skills, and you could see the same grounds for like which other games live off of, like Call of Duty. The newest Call of Duties live off original combat moves of Gears of War. How you could move, bounce certain covers, move around. The movements was way more advanced than any other game that came out of that time period. And more games to this day still copy that type of movement. And that's why I think Gears of War is really good. Also, plus story, and I really like chainsaw guns. That is
So I've definitely heard of Halo. I've never heard of Gears of War or anything like that.
You can look it up, but it's mostly just like this game where it takes place in an opposite world of humanity where all they've done is war. And like it's so bad these humans have evolved to war. And so now there's like these giant beams that you can strum in on troops. But eventually, after the war ended and 2 billion people were killed, the locusts came up, which are just giant lizard people that will cut you in half with a chainsaw gun. And they killed majority of humanity. Like, they wiped out 90%, and there's like only a couple million left in the games. And Gears of War 3 ends off with them launching a bomb that gets rid of all the locusts, but it crystallizes them, introducing you to Gears of War 4 and 5.
Well, I've heard of Gears of War, but I never really paid attention to the storyline or played any of the games. The only reason I really got stuck with Gears of War is because of the Fortnite skins.
I wanted to buy those so often because that's what got me into the gaming. That got me into all that. So when I saw that those were out in the game, I was like, I might come out and buy my first skin, and that was gonna be mine, Marcus Phoenix. Gears of War 8 is another reason why they're doing it, is because it's gonna have some of the highest graphic quality besides GTA 6 and Doom Eternal. And it's also going to be taking place before Gears 1, which means you're probably going to have a whole ton of new guns that they haven't released since probably Gears 2 or Gears 3. And chainsaw gun's going to be completely removed, which means it's going to remove chainsaw combat, which was one of the famous things that people said they loved playing about the game.
Honestly, I've never played Halo or Gears of War because I don't have an Xbox. I have a PlayStation. Except for the 360.
They're talking about introducing Halo to PlayStation, so if they do that, I would suggest you play Halo first. Probably play 3, Infinite, and 2. I'll play Infinite.
Honestly,
Infinite has really good graphics.
Infinite's a pretty good Halo
really
game, but it kind of just died out after it first dropped.
I think it's because the multiplayer, because when it first came out, it was like, oh, campaign's amazing. We'll do that later.
All right, so that's Gears of War E-Day. All right, next one is, what is it, Tayt?
Atomfall. So what Atomfall is okay, I'm just going to be short about this one because we have a butt ton of other games that are way better. It's legitimately, the reason why it's number 2 is legitimately, like number 2, it's because I just think it's legitimately just the British version of Fallout. Cruz has heard about Fallout before. William has not referred to about Fallout, but it's literally just British Fallout.
You want to know why I've not referred to Fallout? Because I've never played Fallout.
Yeah, these games that you want to play are like Xbox games.
You ever played like a minute survival or whatever that thing is?
Yeah.
You have to survive in the bunker. You only have a minute to grab resources.
I love 60
I know
seconds.
what you're talking about.
60 seconds.
I've seen people play it.
All right.
I just don't very much play paid games because mom and dad. If you have strict parents, you know what I'm talking about.
I feel like
So that's it about Atomfall?
I honestly think it's just a good game, and I'm really hyped for it to come out because I really feel like it's going to be a new version of Fallout. Even though it's not related to it at all, I just think it's different from like the West Coast and East Coast games where it's like, you're in Washington and the nuclear war just happened. Time to go kill more orcs. And this one's like, oi mate, what's up? I'll shank you.
All right.
Hang on. In New York, can you hear a British person?
Yeah, there's a singular British person in Fallout games. But there's one guy, just one guy, and you can find him, and he's a ghoul.
Okay, then. So that's it about Adam Paul.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, number 3. Cruz.
Internal Strands. Internal Strands is an action-adventure video game from the third-person perspective. See, the thing about Internal Strands is, I think I've seen the promo video or whatever you like to call it, and it kind of looks like it'd be like an open world game with magic. And so if you played Zelda, I'd probably say it'd be like open world like Zelda, but it probably won't have the same features because I think it's more based around magic and combat than,
It's more or less, in my opinion, like Overwatch graphics, Elden Ring, and what's the game you just referenced?
Zelda.
Zelda. It's like all that had a baby, and it came out with a really good, decent game. Like I'm actually kind of wanting to play.
Yeah, Internal Strands does look like a pretty good game. If you haven't seen the promo video, I'd suggest go check it out because it does look pretty fun.
Especially since in the trailer they released that most things around you are interactive. Like you can cause craters in the ground.
Yeah, you can
move
do it. You
dirt.
can do a lot of things in that game.
Like that might be more interactive than Zelda games.
I don't think it'd be more interactive because Zelda's already dropped, 2 games. The second game they dropped. Well, this off topic. Let's just stop it there. But I think Internal Strands is going to be a pretty well made game. So.
All right.
Number 4 is
Mecha Break. Mecha Break is actually a game that I like to play because honestly, if you go look at the promo videos or like the sneak peek videos of the actual game, it looks pretty fun. It's like Tayt explained it as Transformers, but I wouldn't really say Transformers like that. It's more if you've ever played games where you have to move around a lot. Like you can fly, you can shoot guns, you can do special attacks. It's kind of just like a game all around about combat. Yeah, it's just mecha suits. So if you ever watched anime before, like the Power Rangers or something, it's probably closer to that.
Your childhood has been solved.
If you've ever watched like Power Rangers or some sort of mecha anime, I don't know, then you've probably seen something like it.
I've played like one game that involves like just mechas, like a person in a mecha. I don't remember what it was, but I remember playing it for like a day or two and then just deleting it because I didn't really get into that.
Most mech games that they release are not really that good, but this one I'm actually surprised about.
It seems to have a 3v3 to 6v6 game mode, which I think it's pretty fair that they did that because if people try to play this with like a whole bunch of people, because I'm looking at the thing right now and it looks pretty high graphics for things that would drop later on. This looks like it's gonna be a high-end game.
All right, so is that all you got about?
Yeah, that's all I got about Mecha Break.
All right, so next is number 5, and it's one of the games I got to talk about.
Let's hear
It's Marvel 1943: Rise of Hydra. This is pretty much based on the movie Captain America: The First Avenger from like 2011, and actually no, it says it's inspired by the Marvel Comics limited series Captain America: Black Panther: Flag of Our Fathers. I've never heard of that, surprisingly.
Probably some Disney Channel.
It's another action adventure video game where players control in the sum of 4 characters, it says. I'm looking on Wikipedia for this one. And with most of the protagonists, this one mainly is Black Panther and Captain America for both of the protagonists. I don't see much about storylines on here.
Personally, I think this game may use be something like the Spider-Man games. Actually, that's what I see it being like. Because it says like, especially the new Spider-Man Miles Morales game, or you can switch it between the two. I find this game being like that. Because in the original Spider-Man one, Spider-Man on the PlayStation, you would do quests, especially on the newer ones as well. You do like quests where you switch to Mary Jane or different characters. And just do other quests. That's what I see it being like.
Another thing I'm seeing from this is that there's a lot of Marvel games coming out now, more than the movies are. And I think what they're trying to do is that they're trying to test themselves in another field because they know like you could make Marvel 1943 that costs how much? Like maybe a couple $100 million and get close to $500 million out of it if it does good. Like, there's more reward than there is spending on the prize.
I mean, if it does good, of course. I mean, if you've seen a promo video or stuff like that, the graphics look amazing.
Yes.
Shading looks great. Everything looks good.
And it's using motion capture.
I think that, are they using motion capture?
Yeah, they're using motion capture.
Oh, well, that's just another
The
perk,
guy
you know?
who, okay, so yo,
They still make it look pretty
they make it look
realistic and insane.
pretty smooth and realistic. And
yes, I feel like it's gonna make
Considering
my
it's
Series
another
X cry.
Marvel game.
Yeah, it's surprisingly, it's a Marvel game. You never expect a Marvel game to hit this high of graphic deal. Another thing is, the actor for the Black Panther guy, I didn't think going around this. The same guy who acted for that guy is the same guy who started as the King. Y'all probably don't know this, for The Walking Dead, as the King of Sanctuary in The Walking Dead.
So that's all I got about Marvel 1943. So the next game for number 6, this is for Cruz. What is it?
Subnautica 2. Now, the features they added to this game are actually some really wanted features, especially around the gaming community. See, with the first Subnautica, you know, if you actually like story-based games, this game really didn't have that many side things you could do besides collect things. But I think they're gonna add on to that. But there are 2 features that are coming out that people really wanted. First, there's gonna be a new Leviathan, but I think it's mainly gonna be a squid, what it looks like by the video, the promo video.
A Kraken.
A Kraken, yeah. They're also adding a few new creatures, it looks like, because also in the promo video they showed this crab coming out the ground. But some of the most popularized feature that people are asking for since the first Subnautica game, multiplayer is coming to Subnautica.
Yeah.
Not only will that bring a lot of extra things, it'll just be more fun for the community, because there's been mods, stuff about this, people telling Subnautica to add it, and they finally did, and I think people are actually genuinely excited to play the
Which
game.
is really good, because it's like Raft. Raft lives off multiplayer. You can do survival and all that, but that will eventually run dry. Multiplayer expands Raft way better than it does with the
Yeah, that's a good point. See, Raft had the option to either be a solo player, you could do it with friends, and I think the friends side, playing with your friends, is way more popular for the game, and I think that's what's going to happen with Subnautica, even though it was already so popular.
Yeah, it's going to make it get even better. Even if they just made the same game, added a couple more small animals, and they added multiplayer, it'd still blow up right now.
It's still going to blow up, yes, of course.
I've seen a lot of things about Subnautica. I haven't watched much of it from other YouTubers, but I know it's been really popular. And the fact that there's a sequel coming out, I have a feeling this is gonna be even more enjoyable than the first Subnautica.
All right, so what do y'all say? Y'all think Subnautica 2 has earned its spot as the top 3 best games that come out this year?
I think Subnautica will definitely be a top 3 best game.
I haven't fully decided on what my top 3 best games for upcoming games are gonna be, but I'm gonna keep looking over that and I'll figure it out. So is that all you got about Subnautica 2?
Yeah, that's all I got about it.
All right. So this is the second to last game, and Tate, what is it?
It is none other than the legend, the best game, the revolutionary software itself, Doom: The Dark Ages. Doom has been a monumental statement in gaming history, being renowned for being, well, not only one of the greatest gaming companies and games to come out, but has also been the revolutionary baseline for every other game since
Were you
then.
trying to say gaming franchises?
Gaming franchise, yes.
Bro.
I just needed to.
Has also been the revolutionary grounding, the cement underneath the house of all games. Anything that involves shooting, movement, any type of evolutionary gland has sponsored and had that small piece of Lego that has been placed in that giant wall. And they are the beginning era. And Doom: The Dark Ages, I'm really happy for it, because I thought after Doom Eternal, that was it, because can't do anything else. But they brought back time travel and a chain shield. A chainsaw, but it's a shield. That is like
So
that
it's
is
basically a Call of Duty Riot Shield.
Yes, basically. And I think I'm really excited for this game. I want to see what it unfolds. It has insane graphics, and apparently you're going to be riding Titans in this one. You're going to be driving Titans and
Bro.
fighting Titans.
Is this Pokemon or Doom Eternal? Like, what are we?
I don't even know anymore. They just went from, all right, guys, forget about the story. Let's just make a combat eternal game where you just fight for infinity.
Forget about killing demons.
All right,
We're
guys.
riding Titans.
We just released Doom Eternal. Everybody's excited for the game. What should we come out now? Chainsaw Shield. Get this guy raised right now.
Riding random
Is
Titans.
this multiplayer? Or is it single
I do
player?
not know if it's multiplayer. I'm pretty sure. No, it's probably
It
not.
probably will be single player.
The recent
All
Doom games.
the other games have been.
Yeah,
single
Doom
player.
3. It stopped being 2-player ever since after Doom 2, and it's just been doing that.
Yeah,
I
because
think
I
that's
was
a missed
thinking
opportunity.
if the other games before this one were single player, then I have a feeling this one's also going to be.
Another thing, your main ride, it's gonna be mostly open world kind of. So the main ride you're gonna have is a dragon. A freaking dragon.
Yeah, back up from the mic. Smell your bad breath from here, pal.
But yeah, that's all I'd say. It's coming in 4K imaging. It's coming out 2025, May 15th probably. And all around, I'm just excited to play it. You get an electric mace. You had
An
me
elec-
at that.
Electric mace. So it sounds like there are going to be a bunch of new weapons.
Yes. Like originally in the old games, there's just shotgun, machine gun, all that. Now they're adding a bunch of medieval weapons, laser weapons, punching fist thingies, which can make you blow up people with your fist. That's really fun. And the armor looks really sick. Have y'all seen the armor? Let me pull up a picture of it for you.
You mean the furry Doom?
The furry Doom.
The
yeah.
furry Doom.
Where he's wearing that giant wolf pelt on his back.
The furry Doom. Doom Eternal, a stone cold killer demon turns into a furry. Widely renowned as one of the most OP characters to ever touch gaming industry wearing a fursuit.
Yes. He is renowned as pretty much the solving equation for 1v1s. Goku versus Doom Eternal. Oh god, he's gonna just rip Goku in half. Did you know that in the lore he uses guns to make it harder on himself because he could defeat them all with his fists?
You guys know everything about these games. I feel like I've just been behind.
Yeah, we're nerds.
You know everything about music. We know everything about the games.
We study the lore, unfortunately.
And I
My
play
dad's
a
not
lot of
happy.
video games. I just need to play more of them and just look up the stuff
Yeah.
because I feel like I've been behind on most of it.
Yeah, that's all I got for Doom the Dark Ages. What was that whistle? It's a really good game, and I really think that's why it's earned the top two spot on best games coming out in 2025.
There was
Now it's
real-
time for number one.
There was really no top spots on the thing here. It was just like we just had an order for it. But for the last game we have to talk about is none other than, and it's been talked about for years now, GTA 6.
Ooh,
It has. Rockstar did confirm this game back in February 2022 that it was in development. Although no one really believed it until the trailer came out because they were making a bunch of memes like this happened before GTA 6 or whatever.
They confirmed that they were working it right after GTA 5 along with Red Dead. It's just been taking so long because they know when they make this game it's gonna be a masterpiece. It has to be. That's also why Red Dead was technically created because they said they need extra funding, so they grabbed a little bit extra money from the funding project, put it on the Red Dead, and that came out with like $1 billion in product, and they used it all on GTA 6.
And the fact that this is the 8th game of the GTA series
Yes.
is insane. After like you got the first, the second, third, fourth, fifth, and then you also got Vice
Online.
City and what was the
Online.
other one?
I think it's online, is it not?
It's online.
Is
That's
it
what I
online?
I think
No,
it's
San
online.
Andreas.
Oh yeah, San Andreas.
What about online?
I feel like online's just
GTA is
basically
online. It's like a side. It's like a side.
Oh, okay.
it's
yeah,
just
that's
like a
probably-
side or an
Yeah.
add-on or whatever. But yeah, there were this trailer got I think the most views in 24 hours for a game trailer in history.
I think it's the
It
most
got like
views
200 million
at all,
views.
out of everything, I think.
well,
Yeah,
no,
it got 200 million views. It beat everything.
It got 100 million in 24 hours, I think, which is insane.
But yeah, GTA 6 will definitely be a really good game, especially since all the other games Rockstar's made.
Yeah. So yeah, this game is going. I feel like if this game actually does come out, it's going to be probably the most sold game in history because it's been anticipated for so long. And based in Florida, it's Miami-inspired Vice City. And if it actually plans to release within like the second half of 2025, like they actually plan, it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to stop hearing about it for probably a couple of years at least, because if they promise to make it good and they deliver that promise, then holy crap.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing I'm actually am scared about this though is that this is gonna be the biggest game in history when it comes out.
Probably.
You think they're gonna make another game after that? They can't top that.
Ooh.
There's no way they're gonna be able to top that.
Imagine they do though.
Rockstar will
Like
find a
GTA
way. That's what they said about GTA 5. GTA 5 at the
You
time was
never
the
know
best
what's
game
gonna
ever.
happen. You actually never know what's
Yes.
gonna happen.
You don't know if they're gonna just come out with GTA 7. There's gonna be another masterpiece. after
Chat,
that.
Minecraft 2 just dropped. So everybody get off GTA 6.
I
Minecraft
did-
2
I
just
did hear
dropped.
about that. So I think that's all I have about GTA 6.
Yeah.
It's just what else can you say? It's a masterpiece.
It's just gonna be the biggest game.
Yeah, multiplayer is gonna be insane. Multiplayer is actually gonna be unreal. All right.
Imagine the lobbies and there's no limited player count.
Yeah, I heard there's gonna be unlimited player count. Like
Okay.
Limit.
What I heard, what I want to think is that there's at the start of the game there probably are gonna be a bunch of cheaters and hackers. There's gonna be a bunch of bugs, which
No.
will hurt. There probably will
No.
be. Probably.
$2 billion was spent on this. They're making sure that it's gonna come out a masterpiece. Cruz.
Come out a
There's-
masterpiece
there's-
is gonna be 2D pixels.
There's a chance it's gonna have bugs, but the chance of it having bugs is gonna be the fact that then what did they work for? They're like spending every day going like, all right, we're playing the game. Oh, that car makes a small glitch on this corner of the map. Gone.
Name one game that didn't start with a bug.
Halo 3.
Halo 3 had a bunch of bugs. That's like the worst one you could name.
I know
Alright,
every game has a bug, but this is GTA 6 you're talking about.
I guess.
It's probably gonna have bugs, but those bugs are meant to be in there for fun. Bugs that are not supposed to be in there, they're gonna be gone.
Oh yeah, so let me download my 2000K rocket launcher that could kill anybody in 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to hack in that game. I'm sorry. They're gonna have surveillance. It's gonna give you your address to the government once you hack.
Oh man.
Alright, I think that's pretty much it for GTA 6. That's all the games we have time to talk about. There are a lot more coming out, but too many to talk about in one episode.
Thank you guys for listening to the second episode of the Fallout Podcast.
We hope to see you guys on the next one.